Come on, Dave. It's another movie. Come on, Dave. Has it been a year? Come on, Dave. You're 40 and you haven't seen this. 41. There we go. Come on, Dave.
That's pretty good.
That's it.
That's pretty good. It has been a while. I don't think it's been as
I don't think it's
long.
been a year.
I mean, it may have been a year since we recorded. Definitely
You
not a
randomly
year.
posted a couple that you found, right?
Yeah, I kind of forgot to post the Goldfinger one.
Oh, yeah. Goldfinger.
So it's been since November since I posted the Goldfinger one.
Oh, but we recorded that like last summer, I feel
Last May was the last time we recorded.
May 2023.
Oh, shit. No, it
2022.
was 2022.
Okay, I was going to say, dang.
Holy cow. Okay, so
man.
yeah, it has been well over like a year and a half or
I mean,
longer.
it took me a while to watch the movies, too.
So we have 5 including this one. We have 5 movies left. Okay, because the last one we did, the Goldfinger, was episode 7.
Yep.
And I thought we only had 10 movies on the list, but we've got 12.
Apparently, we did 12, one for every month of the year, and then we were like, yeah, we're going to nail that. It's like, I can watch one movie a month,
yeah.
which I didn't.
Yeah.
Some of these I had to track down because they're not streaming everywhere.
Yeah. So, all right. So what's the movie today? What are we doing?
Mad Max Fury Road.
Is this the most recent one on the list?
Yeah. Yeah, for
Gizmo,
sure.
I'm going to throw something at him. So we're recording in my basement now?
Is he growling at his reflection?
No. All right. No, so we're recording in my basement now, and there's a patio door next to us, and he just there are bunnies out there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So he can't even see them now because it's dark out, but he just knows they're there.
He feels it.
He senses them.
My dog does that sometimes too. She'll just sit there wanting to go outside to chase bunnies.
So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is got to be the most recent one on the list.
Yep.
Instant classic, and in my opinion, I'm just gonna get that out there.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil your opinion yet because I don't know what it is.
Right.
Instant classic, and I think probably the most recent movie that I've gone to the theater twice to see.
Oh,
Maybe.
all right. What year did it come out? We need to
Okay.
look
It's
that up.
like 2016 or something. Mad Max Fury Road. This came out in 2015. I was close.
2015, and the new one's coming out soon, right?
Yeah, Furiosa.
So, what's the guy's name that directs this movie? I forgot.
George Miller?
Yeah, is he directing Furiosa
Yes,
too?
He is.
With Anya Taylor-Joy,
Yeah.
or is that her name?
Yeah. Which is so Fury Road. Furiosa is like a prequel to Fury Road. I'm probably really gonna twist Gizmo's head off at some point.
You could lock him out.
I could, and then he'll growl at the
no,
door
just
there.
growl at
It's
the
just
door.
going to be a whole thing. We're the only ones here now. If Christine and the
Yeah.
kids were home, he'd be upstairs hanging out with them.
He was just sulking in his kennel when I got
His
here.
kennel, All right. He just got one.
You're gonna run out of erasers.
He just got an eraser in the butt. So anyway, so
dude.
Furiosa is a prequel to Fury Road.
Yeah,
It's a web.
it is a web.
So Fury Road was the first non-Mel Gibson
okay,
Mad Max.
and in true Come On Dave fashion,
Yeah.
this is my first and only Mad Max I've ever seen.
I think that's, I mean, it's unfortunate because at least Road Warrior, I think, is a classic movie. And Fury Road, to me, captures what made Road Warrior so great. The
Okay,
Road Warrior.
were all the other Mad Maxes directed by George Miller too? Like, did he
that's-
create Mad Max?
That's a good question, Dave. Gosh. I'll find that out in a minute. But so the OG Mad Max movies were Mad Max, the original one, and then The Road Warrior, which was kind of like a sequel. So let's see. He wrote Mad Max and Road Warrior.
Wow.
And then the third one was Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, which not as good.
I've been a fan of that name forever, though.
I mean, it is great. It is great.
When Max was young, throwing tantrums, we'd say, he's in the Thunderdome.
So, yep, he directed the first. Oh, he directed all of them. Every one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Georgie Miller.
Yeah.
He's directed something that I was like, that's an interesting. Happy Feet.
Yep, Happy Feet.
Or no, he produced it or he directed it too?
Happy Feet and Happy Feet 2 and Babe Pig in the City.
I mean, which is just really interesting. Oh, you know what? I watched The Witches of Eastwick last year too. He directed that.
Yeah.
That was an interesting movie too.
Yeah.
So it's got an eye, man.
So of the original 3 Mel Gibson ones, I'll say you should watch The Road Warrior.
I'd watch him at some point.
It's the closest to Fury Road.
Are they all as manic?
No.
Dude, this one was manic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To me it was.
Just in terms of the action?
Just everything was just like, he definitely captured the whole like survival desert, like every bit of your life is intense.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna say it wasn't for me.
Wasn't for you.
I know that's gonna disappoint you.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me, but it does disappoint me at the same time.
I mean, I appreciated the scope of what he did making that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the practical effects of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the desert and the cars and like somehow the heavy metal on the car.
The spray painting themselves with the silver.
Yes, and like that. Oh, dude, the creepy guy, the creepy huge guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you hearing that clicking too?
I am, yeah, and I'm wondering if it's like my phone or something. I'm gonna put my phone. I don't know.
Oh, it went away.
Yeah, we just threw our phones on the floor and I took care
Boom.
of it. I feel like it is one of the great action movies ever made.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No?
Man, I don't know. Like, it was definitely a feat. There's not a lot of dialogue in that movie.
Yeah. Which is good. It doesn't need to be. It's an action movie. Let's not get bogged down in story. They drive really fast that way.
Don't get bogged down with the story.
They drive really fast that way. They stop. They turn around, and then they drive really fast back the other way. That's the movie.
I was a little bit confused. I mean, and maybe you can, like, it was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
So Jess and I, we try to watch the Best Picture nominees every year. We started it, and she was like, I'm out.
Yeah?
Like, I'm not going to watch this.
Huh, okay.
And so then I was like, oh, it's okay.
That's why her and I are married, I guess.
Did Christine love it?
Honestly, don't know if we ever watched it together. I can't remember.
So, yeah.
I took my...
It's not... Yeah. Oh, you go ahead.
I took my dad to see this movie because when I was a kid, so my mom and dad, they divorced when I was like a year and a half. And he moved like to a different town. And then right around the time I was like between 7 and 9, he moved back to Merrill for a little bit. And he lived like a mile up the road from me. And I'd always ride my bike over to his house and we would rent movies from Lincoln Video.
Yep.
And we rented The Road Warrior and we rented Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome a lot.
I remember you saying you rented Temple of Doom a lot.
Oh,
too.
that one too.
Yeah.
There were like 4 movies that I rented with my dad a lot, maybe 5. It was The Goonies. He loved The Goonies.
I do too.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Yep.
And then the 2 Mad Max movies. Not the first one, the second and the third one. And then Pee-wee's Big Adventure was another one.
Oh gosh, that was so
good. So when Fury Road came out, my dad and I went and saw it in the theater, and he loved it. It was fucking great. Yeah.
Nice. So, yeah, I'm trying to think what else. So I think I was a little tainted as well.
Yeah.
because I read an interview with Charlize Theron.
Yes.
About the movie, and she said Tom Hardy was like a real dick to work with.
Yeah.
And so I think that tainted the movie a little bit for
Yeah.
me. Like he was like late on set and like didn't really want to play along with everybody, and like I'm the big shot.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's the big shot,
Yeah.
man.
yeah. I mean, in the movie, he is almost incidental, like, which is weird because it's a Mad Max.
Yeah,
movie.
he's Mad Max, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think
she's the breakout star of that movie.
Oh yeah, for sure, and that's why she's getting the prequel. Even though she's not
her character's
getting
getting
her character's getting the prequel.
Yeah.
I think if I had some weight around being in that universe before, because I'm guessing the Mel Gibson ones have way more dialogue than those.
Yeah. So.
Then Fury Road.
Yeah, the first Mad Max, I don't remember a lot about it. I've seen it probably 2 or 3 times. It's not great. It's super low budget. All 3 of them are very Australian, but the first one is super Australian. And I think the first one takes place like right as or right after the whole apocalypse thing happened, right? Mm-hmm. And it's basically like a vengeance story, because his family gets like killed or whatever, and then he's just like whooping ass. Road Warrior is just awesome because he is a road warrior. He's just out there trying to survive. He comes across like this group of mercenaries, and the second half of the movie is just one long car battle chase.
Oh, all right.
And for something filmed in the early 80s, it's crazy impressive.
Yeah.
It's even more like practical effects and visceral than Fury Road is.
Yeah.
And then Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome is, oh boy, where they really try world building. I used to love it as a kid, but if you go back and watch it now, you're just like, this is garbage.
I mean, like Waterworld without the budget.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's got like, like I said, they try this world building stuff. It's really iconic. Like they've got Master Blaster in there, and they they're a cool character. Tina Turner's in it, and she just chews all the scenery. She's like, I'm in the Thunderdome. She's just crazy and larger than life. She's fucking great in it. But other than that, it's just real weird and not great. And then they didn't make another one for 30 years almost, I guess.
So I feel like if I was in that world before, like I think I should go back watch all of them.
Yeah.
And then maybe I appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah.
It was so relentless and like so visceral.
Yeah.
That it was like a little bit too much. It was too much for me.
I still think that Road Warrior holds up. I think Road Warrior is one of the great action movies ever made.
Yeah.
Like those two, Road Warrior and Fury Road, are, in my opinion, 2 of the great action movies ever made.
So it's not like I hated it.
Yeah.
It's just
not your cup of sausage.
Yeah.
I just coined that one. So
that's our new Siskel and Ebert rating system.
Cup of sausage. Doesn't make any sense. So in the end, not your favorite on the list. Do you like it more or less than Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Oh, I didn't mind Fast Times. It just gets so freaking dark.
It's real.
I'm like, dang.
Did you like it more or less than Clerks?
Oh, more than Clerks. Yeah. Clerks is probably my least. I got to look at the list again just to make sure.
Yeah, of the ones you watched.
Yeah,
I feel like Clerks is the one that you had like the most negative reaction to.
Yeah. So far of the ones that we've recorded.
Yeah. That was the one that got the I hate this audio.
That one wasn't made for me. It was made for you.
It was, it
was made for you.
That was basically my life at the time.
So, okay. All of that connection to Mad Max behind you.
Yeah.
If you're just standalone Fury Road.
Yeah, if I'd never seen it.
What made you love the movie?
The practical effects and stuff.
Yeah.
I do love... I'm not a car guy at all.
Yeah.
I don't care about cars. I drive a Toyota. I don't care. But I do love like those real car movies. Not like I don't like Fast and the Furious bullshit. Like, I don't care about that.
Launching a car to the moon.
I love car movie, like 70s kind of car movies.
Like
where they're gritty.
The Nick Cage Gone in 60 Seconds.
I don't even know about that. That might be too polished and glossy for me.
What was the other one that you just said recently?
The Spielberg one?
Yes, but then there was another one that I was like, the Italian Job, the original Italian Job.
Yeah, that one was fun. But I like Criterion had it's gone now. It was only there for like a month.
I know,
because I 70s car. Yeah.
Well, they had the Steven Spielberg one, and now that's gone. It's probably streaming someplace else.
Yeah, that movie's. I gotta remember what it's called, but that movie's great. And I was planning on watching that entire playlist, but it left immediately. It was like the shortest freaking playlist shortest running playlist they've ever had. It's crazy how quickly it went. But hold on, I'm almost there.
They release that crap for a year and then they're out.
Yeah,
I mean a month.
Yeah, it was. What the hell? I don't like IMDb's new Duel is the name of that car movie. The Spielberg one.
Oh yeah,
so great. I think it was his first movie that he directed.
I think so too.
But yeah. Anyway, all right, Fury Road. So you're not enamored.
No, but I'd watch it again.
Right on. All right.
It's not a hard no.
Not a hard no. So you want to take us out?
Come on, Dave. You thought it was okay. Come on, Dave. You'll watch it again. Come on, Dave.